Hey everyone, it's Inspector Talon. Today I'm going to show you all TNT minecart duping. So this is a surprisingly old mechanic that has been in the game. However, only up till a few days ago did we know how to actually make a proper duping mechanism out of it. So before I get into exactly how it works, I can quickly show you it working. So the TNT cart drops down here, and you'll see that item in the back going up. So I can place some blocks, you'll see they explode. So what exactly is going on here? The first key to making this work is understanding curved rail alignment and derailing. So if you think about where a curved rail actually puts the cart, it's more like a diagonal rail that's a little bit offset. So what that means is you can actually snap the cart at right around the corner here, or in the right position on the rail, and it will jump off the rail in the next tick. So here I have it aligned against a glass pane and a fence, and when I drop it, instead of going on the rail like it normally would, it actually is now off the rail entirely. So that's the first step in terms of getting the cart to be aligned in a way we need it to. So the second part is trying to kill it. So the dupe itself works off of killing the minecart while it's being ticked to explode. So it's very important because what that means is that it has to be colliding during the tick. And there are only two things that can kill a minecart while it's being ticked. And those are cactus and a portal. So here we're opting for a cactus because a nether portal, of course, would be two-dimensional and also a little bit wacky, and you have to reignite it. So it's easier to go for the cactus. The second part is trying to, of course, make sure that you blast proof not only the cactus, but the item that spawns whenever the cart explodes. So the way we do that is by spawning the item in a blast proof block with a rail, and I'll explain why the rail is important in a minute, and blocking the explosion with water for any of the backwards rays. And that requires very specific alignment to the very, very middle or very edge of this block here. So, why the rails? Well, rails are very unique in terms of how they interact with TNT minecarts because they actually won't block the explosion of the TNT cart, but it still makes the block blast proof, which is the only necessary requirement to protect the item. So between those two things, what we can then do is align the cart so that it barely is in between while also clipping into this block here so it is in contact with the soul sand but less than 1 pixel, so the soul sand pushes it up into the cactus and kills it. So when you put all of those things together, that is how you get TNT minecart duping. So then you might ask, what are some applications of this? How would I use this? One really good application that comes to mind that will probably be worked on soon is an amethyst farm. Um, because you can blast proof any block with the rail, that means you can put this really close to things that you don't want exploding, such as budded amethyst. And you can also use this for a times 10 shulker loader, although still probably not going to be very practical even with this being the case. So, all that being said, I want to thank Tuno for explaining and rediscovering this mechanic to allow this to work in the first place, as well as Pwowick for helping me make the setup work, and Hexatron for giving me the idea for water as an alternative to zero ticking in ancient debris. So, with all that said, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good time with the new TNT Minecart dupe that, for the time being, may work on paper as well.